welcome to Lethal Sales. We have Larry live in Baltimore at ASOTUcon. We have Peter here in our studios, and I'm Rhonda.
You're not.
So let's hit it, Larry. What's going on at ASOTUcon?
Ron, it might be a little hard to hear you, but we're live. We're live at ASOTUcon in Baltimore. She's plugging in. Very good.
We can hear you clearly, Larry.
Okay, very good. Super glad to be here, seeing a ton of good people. We'll start off with my buddy DJ Sardona. DJ, why don't you say hi and let these nice folks know who you are, what you've been doing, and what you're picking up so far at the conference.
DJ Sardona, C4 Analytics, 6 years with digital marketing, 23 years in the business. Just here to network, meet some people, make some new relationships, see if I can grow my business. That's about it.
I think that worked for me.
Hi, DJ. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
DJ,
as
it's a pleasure. I haven't met you in person yet, but I look forward to having conversations with you.
Yeah, I've listened to you on Clubhouse.
All right. Well, we'll see you there tomorrow night.
All right.
Take care.
Welcome, Mike. Mike Larkin's here.
Hey, Mike.
Good afternoon, guys.
Come on over whenever you want.
Mr. Larkin, how you doing?
Fantastic, man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Good.
Welcome, Robert Mancha.
Hi, Russell Hill.
Yeah, let me, guys, introduce my friend Robert.
How are you?
Robert, how are you, sir?
Hey, Robert.
Are you guys able to hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Hi, Jeff.
Okay. Hey, my friend Robert, I invited him to join our foray
Great.
and told him this day might be a little more nutty because Larry's displaced.
That
Hello,
doesn't
everybody.
change anything.
Hello. Glad to be here.
Pleasure.
Hi, Robert.
Robert, if you want to give just a minute on your background, that might be interesting, I think, for the team.
Sure. Okay, so I been in the automotive sector for 32 years now. I started in the early 90s in automotive retail and been in the vendor space, specifically SaaS, with a few different companies, from desking platforms, CRM tools, and digital marketing, retailing. So really fine-tuned in the art of selling, shall we say, when it comes to automotive retail, and just really looking for an opportunity here to network and find out, what's going on, plug in. I had an opportunity to meet with Jeff here, and we've been speaking the last couple of days, and it's been an enlightening and fun journey. So he thought it might be a good idea for me to hop on this call and kind of just be a fly on the wall and see what's all going on out here.
Well, welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
And Brooke just walked in.
Hey, everybody. We got the pleasure of having my buddy Earl Sticks Wilson in. Earl?
Hello, Earl.
Hey, Earl. Sticks Brown.
My goodness, Peter, the man, you're here in spirit, my friend.
I see you got my notification this morning.
Yes,
So,
I did. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. You're looking well. You're looking dapper. I'm sure you're
Absolutely.
pressing the hell out of everybody.
We haven't worked this out, but Peter, I want to make a presentation to Larry for his innovation and training. And Larry, I told you it was a pleasure when I got here that I was going to do something special for you.
All right. And how cool is that? Larry Feldman, Career Changers USA. And he doesn't even know I'm a musician. This is really
Exactly. You're drumming up excitement, my friend, and I really appreciate
I
it.
don't know if you
Nice.
can you guys all see me clearly? Do you
Yep.
see how sharp he looks? We look
Oh,
like
come on.
a before after in a makeover commercial.
My mom always taught me, hey, you don't get a second chance to make a good first impression. So
This
Mother
is
would
my mom,
have a desk man.
I love my mama.
I love it.
Yes, indeed.
Here, stick it right. Romance.
I know that song.
Russell Hill,
Hi, Russell.
how are you? Peace and love. How's everybody doing? Oh, look here. Oh, look at this guy.
Hey, Ian.
Sticks. Listen, are we a little early for the show?
Nope.
Nope, it's lunchtime at ASOTUcon.
Okay, let me see. Hello, Dave. Hello, Mike. Hello, Jeff, Robert, and Don. Is there more on here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're missing Brooke.
Brooke's here.
Well, I can't see him up here, so
That's
who's
okay.
on
Don't
here?
take offense, Russell. You're off my
Oh,
holiday
there she
card
is.
list. Thanks.
Brookie.
So,
Brooke's gonna drop an F-bomb soon.
It's just a matter of
Okay.
time, my friends. Just a matter of
that's how
time.
that's how we keep the show alive, is the swear jar, bro.
Hell
Give it
yeah.
all you got.
No, there's a buck.
Here it
Okay,
is. Can you see
yeah,
it?
you know how I am. There's
Yeah.
like people everywhere, and I'm like ADHD, so I don't give a I'll send you a 20.
Yeah, okay. 20's good.
Hey, I love you guys. Look forward to back at the same time, same bat channel next Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it's party
Absolutely.
next week.
Yes.
Right?
Big,
Right.
yes,
Right on.
right. Big party. It's our anniversary party next week.
By the way, I just saw a picture Yoko Ono posted of her house. How about he has, John Lennon had a picture of Russell over his right shoulder too.
See,
Continuity.
peace and blessing.
I heard Larry's band was gonna play next week. On our
That's a good
show.
idea. That's a great idea. Thank you, Jeff. We'll work on that.
I'm in. For growth.
Okay.
Okay, we've got exciting news.
Hey, how you doing?
Christine,
Lost your volume.
she said, why aren't you here? Do we need to do sign language here, Don? She misses you.
Oh, come on.
So the good news is Mike Larkin,
Hey, Mike.
Christine is here. The even better news is her husband isn't, okay? She's had a few drinks. I'm wearing my gray shirt. This could be good. And if anything catches fire, we got Joe Jackson here. He can put any fire out. Bare hands, it doesn't need a fire extinguisher.
Hi, Joe.
You got a good crew here. Hey,
All stars, yeah.
Sweet, so they can see her.
Aw,
Joe is the most selfless guy in all of automotive.
He's listen. We got two of the nicest people and most accomplished in the car business. Okay, what Christine does, she does better than anybody. And if anybody needs direct mail, this is the guy. Okay. Although you did have that short prison term for the mail you sent out, but that was listen. She liked you anyway. Came on to get abused. I don't want him to feel left out. Christine, how are things going?
I'm excited to be here. Lots of familiar faces, lots of new faces. So this is definitely a great experience. You guys need to come next year. For sure.
okay. So what have we learned so far at the show, or is it just starting?
We've well, it's going to be the usual cast of characters. They're revolving around two really important central items. One, the importance of AI without losing the human touch. And two, how important women are in the industry, which is why I was so thrilled to get Christine. I just saw a very nice young lady speaking. And again, we're foolish not to acknowledge that women make 80% of the decisions and buy 60% of the cars. And when they walk into a dealership, it's like they're in a strip club. We flirt with them. We ask them if their husband's coming back. So it's pointing out that we need more smart, accomplished people like Christine. We always need people like Joe because I agree with Peter who said the guy's selfless. Living proof that you get back more than you give when you give with your whole heart. Anything interesting you want to tell us?
I don't know why Christine is not coming in.
Empowerment session with Danielle.
Nice. She came on and she just said, hey, you can literally change your life in 2 minutes. It's all about your mindset. Literally made me want to completely change everything. Hey, I'm going to let somebody else in here. It was so great seeing all of you guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Thanks for stopping by.
Speaking of another terrific lady, we've got Jen Naylor. Jen, tell us what you do and how you're enjoying the conference and if you picked anything good up yet.
Gosh, there's so much to pick up here. It's amazing. But it's C4 Analytics. So we help dealers, that increase sales, increase market share, they lower cost per acquisition. This conference though was amazing. Just the mix of information about new businesses coming out, what's going on in the dealer space, inspiration. We had WOCAN breakfast this morning where you had women who were just exchanging their experiences in the industry to, I think she just mentioned Daniel Delgado. If you're not on fire after that, something's wrong with you.
If you're on fire, we got Joe Jackson.
There we go. Very good. Yep. But zero days off, basically just keep things moving every day. So awesome.
And
stuff.
I do apologize. Obviously, Jen's feeling a little down today.
Hey, I am good every day. Good every day.
Thank you so much for being here. Pleasure. Did you get that? Jen Naylor, Naylor. So we'll list Jen, pump you up and do all that. We have lethal sales every Wednesday at 7 p.m. But since we're here, we decided to do it at lunchtime. This is Joe Jackson. This is my sister. Yeah, but I think we're around this weekend. Well, he's this is my client. And do something. So they did something. We love people with good attitudes.
Bring him in front of the camera. Bring him in front of the camera.
I've been begging him to come on. I'm turning the camera over to Joe Jackson. Joe, tell us how things are going. What's happening?
Things are going great. Show's amazing so far. I've just there's lots of swag around here. I don't know. There's lots of so if anybody needs cups or there's
Pens?
some stuff. We'll pens. We'll grab some pads. Larry, I'll send Larry back with a big backpack for everybody.
If we've noticed, he's not only an arsonist, he's a shoplifter. Like therapy.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, but everything's good. I'm still trying to disconnect a little bit with work. It's still sort of go time right now where we're still getting some mailers out for the month. But I should be in the clear in another hour or so and be able to really soak in the learning. But yeah, there's a lot of major people in the industry here. So I'm really looking forward to learning as much as I can.
Finally, nice to see you on Lethal Sales. Come back soon.
I know. I definitely will get back. I Wednesday night. I got to make it work. I love you guys. I love everything you're doing. I want to be part of it. Special. So,
thank you. Good.
Pleasure was to have you, my buddy. Yeah.
I'm still looking for that CD player so I can play that.
Did you see that, Randy? He put his hand on my butt. I hope
I saw that. Yes. Should I bring out the thing again?
And he made Tim jealous. Come on in, Tim.
Oh, get in.
Thank you.
It's
Jermaine Mazza of Columbus, Ohio.
This is Tim.
Hello, everybody.
He's been working his way up to hiring me for recruiting and training. He told me he's gonna run over a couple of guys on the way out so we can put the need right. Nature abhors the vacuum.
Absolutely.
It's great to finally see you in here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to be here with Larry here at lunchtime, and we've been a Mazda store for about 12 years, and the last 5 years we've been pushing into the top of the region and the new and certified pre-owned cars, and just building a great organization there at Jermaine Mazda in Columbus, Ohio. Started with a lot size with the goal of about selling about 80 cars a month.
You're a star. I see you on LinkedIn. You're a star.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm not far from Jermaine in Naples.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Wendell does a nice job down there at our Jermaine Toyota and Lincoln store down in Naples, Florida.
I go stop in the BMW store and see those guys over there.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anything you picked up so far, Tim? I mean, I know you.
What?
Yeah. It's great to see you.
No, you're in a tougher market than they are.
Yeah.
So for you to achieve what you're achieving, and you have virtually no turnover in your store.
Yeah, we're all about celebrating our customers and bringing a lot of high energy to the sales market.
So what's the average length of time your guys are with you?
Yeah,
that you have longevity with your staff.
Yeah, they do a nice job there. And
how long are they with you? Is that your average employee with you 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's almost twice the normal trend in the industry.
Yeah,
I are very involved with we're very absorbed by the turnover in our industry, and to see someone that's running a store the way you do and keeping that turnover so low keeping your profitability and your, your,
Yeah, most of the time my guys leave me is because they got promoted into one of our other stores.
right.
And we build them from the ground up in our store and then we share them with the others.
By the way, if I knew he was this good at retention, I would have invited him on the show.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Absolutely. But one of the key elements of today's whole ASOTUcon that I picked up, the number one thing is no 0 days. And what that means is every day, let's make something profitable, make something exceptional, make someone's deal unique, and celebrate your customers 100% of the time. Every time you have a customer, celebrate them because they're going to bring in more and more customers later on in the future. So always celebrate your customers. No 0 days. Always got to put something on the table every day, and every day you got to bring it.
Well,
No
how many
0
other
days, I
Mazda
like
stores
that.
are in your zone?
What's that?
How many other Mazda stores are in Columbus?
In Columbus, there's 3. We bought the second or the third store. We built that up here over the last 2 years. So we have 2 stores in Columbus. There's another competitor has another store there in Columbus. There's about 545 stores nationwide. Last month we finished 11th in CPOs for the country. So the stores are doing well. Our other store did well. They were in the top 20. So it's not just one store, but 2 stores are going after it and controlling that market.
Now, isn't it true your customers are very educated and like the Volvo customer?
Yeah, they're going to be a very similar customer to Volvo, to Hyundai, I call Subaru or Volkswagen style customer. Our customers typically high 700 credit score, so very prime customer, and so they put it together. And I said they a lot of times have money down, and but I have a guy that does well in finance on that too. So a lot of people get scared away from that. I have a guy that runs $2,800 a copy in finance, so he does a nice job as well.
Yeah, they'll buy product. I understand they buy product if you're providing.
I'm a little jealous of me. He said he had a 700 credit score. Last time I had a 700 Trent and he was a 4 and she was 3 and we flipped them together.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know what? And a lot of times, I got to give credit. I have a lot of great resources out there. Brian Kramer's one of them. He was with our store group. But, anytime I need something, I can pick up a phone and call him and shoot something off.
Yeah. I used to be able to have lunch with him. I haven't seen him in almost a year now.
You got to be here, man. He's running around here somewhere. Larry hijacked him for a second, and then he decided, I don't know where. Brian Kramer.
After being with me for a while, he decided to quit the business. It was just too much for him. Sensory overload. Hey, me and Hollinshead in the same week, that's too much for any normal human.
Wow. I did see him that he was at the F1 race last week. That's a lot to take in.
Okay. Did I just see Fred in the background there?
What's that?
Was that just Fred who walked by? I saw Santa Claus, I thought.
No, it was not.
Okay.
But look on the bright side. You just offended 2 other people and you're trying to put me out of business.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a good time.
Tim and I are going to talk more later on and see if we can do some business, but win, lose, or draw. Boy, was it a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for coming, Tim.
Thank you much, guys. Appreciate
Hope to see you again soon.
He gets a chance to talk.
See you guys.
Bye. All
You
right,
gotta have him on
we
the show,
got
Larry.
some guys you can talk to here. We got Jeff, we got Mike.
And
we
you
got
wait,
Ron.
and you saw that was Earl Sticks Brown. And Sticks Brown and the gentleman who was just talking is Tim Nilsen from Germain Mazda.
He's a smart guy. And
Both
has
of them
incredible-
are terrific guys.
He does have one of the highest retention rates in the Germain organization, and they work on it.
I still love him.
Yeah. Well, he's good for you. You can emulate him.
Hold on for a second. As soon as I get
Yeah,
his
spell
attention,
that, right, Larry?
I'm going to sneak in.
Emulate.
Jared Kilway is here, and so is Michael Barich.
So, what's new, Jeff?
Take it away.
And, yeah, what's not? You know, it's just, man, we're just grinding away and,
So,
like I
so
said,
Jeff, we haven't talked since you sent me that news yesterday. What do you think about call review buying Total CX?
it'll be interesting to see how that matures because they're kind of two different philosophies, companies. So, and I know them both pretty intimately, so it's going to be very interesting to see what comes out of that because, you know, it's one of them is more theory based and the other one is more technically based.
Yeah. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Peter, how are you?
Great. Good to see you.
Hi, Mike.
Obviously, we got the pleasure of having Mike here. Mike, tell us how things are going. Mike's been kicking butt everywhere, everywhere.
You know, this is such a great event, only because it brings some of the very best in the industry here. There's so many good humans. It's hard not to be excited. The speakers are great. The layout's great. I'm a huge fan. It's my second year coming here, so I'd highly recommend to all of you on this call to be here next year, next to Larry and I, and not in front of your computer.
Rhonda, is it okay if Joe Jackson goes again? He looks kind of anxious.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
he can go. Larry, you're running the show from there. I'm just here in the studio, you know.
If I'm running the show, okay, this is like Ray Charles is the pilot, okay? There's no braille on the dashboard. This could get really scary quick here.
I can always mute you. Don't worry about it.
If it was that easy, somebody would have muted me 30 years ago.
Larry, you're on fire. Larry's on fire today.
That's impossible, Larry.
And by the
No
way,
one
if there's
can mute
any
you.
if there's any skeptics out there about the capabilities of what this man can do, I turned him on to one of my buddies. The guy hasn't stopped raving about the difference he made in fixed operations.
A dealer at a time. I'm glad I could contribute.
I can't wait to your call in a couple of weeks, Michael. It's going to be amazing.
That as well, Peter. Very excited.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry's going on a recruiting mission. What are we talking about today?
Well, we want to know if we can buy Larry some lifts for his shoes.
Say that again?
Some lifts for his shoes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just gonna get him a little box to stand on. So I could talk shit because he's walking away.
Yeah.
When he comes back, I'll go back to being very polite, professional again. I promise.
Yeah. Are the replays on?
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be no concerns there with Larry getting upset because Larry is a star in that manner. He'll dish it out as much as he takes it.
You know, there's just some really good humans here. So this morning, Danelle Delgado started off ASOTUcon, and she's so inspiring and just such an amazing woman. And you know, her deal is no 0 days. And that was a really good way to start. Before that, Kyle and Paul were on talking about the fact that there are good people in automotive. And while we've earned this stigma, now this is me ad-libbing a little bit, we've kind of earned the reputation of shady, not trustworthy, not honest. And I think I've worked every day for the last 30 years to overcome that perception in fixed ops, right? But what Kyle and Paul said earlier was that there's a group of people here right now looking to overcome that. And it speaks to what ASOTU is all about, right? So there's good people helping good people with good people. And I love the way that that's changing in the industry a little bit. Like I've never been ashamed to say I'm in the automotive space, ever. Never. I would wear my uniform out in the market. In my backyard, if I went to dinner, went to the grocery store, I wasn't hiding from anybody, right? But I didn't have to worry about someone saying, there goes that bad car guy, or there goes a guy that took advantage of it, because I was happy to be in the community. And I think that's really starting to change a little bit. And there's more of that mindset where I think you can do business honestly. I think you can do it ethically. I think you can do it morally, and we just need to champion that cause. We're good people helping people, right? So I just think this event and these people speak to that, and it's resonating here. So I just really wanted to share that with y'all.
Well, you know, Michael, that goes back to a lot of the things we've learned together, you and I and everyone, from all the calls we've been on, from David Long's calls, where it's starting at step 0 is the mindset and the attitude, understanding what how actually is. It's being honest with yourself, open to change, and having a willingness to engage in that change. There's so much we learn from the great people of this industry, and we also learn incredible things from the bad people in this industry.
Amen.
We learn from mistakes, and we learn not to make them again. They're learning engagements for us. They're learning lessons from us. If we make a mistake, the good people in this industry own it. They don't avoid it. They own it, and they move forward to make that customer happy and design something, a process that eliminates that from happening again. So
Amen.
we celebrate people like yourself, and it is truly exceptional when groups like Kyle and Paul get together and they bring a opportunity for like-minded individuals to really speak out on how to influence change. And that's what I look at as ASOTUcon for.
You know,
I don't feel sorry for you guys, because I've been in advertising. I was in advertising back when car dealers and advertising were both denigrated beyond belief. But
wait, for one more second.
thank God for the media and politicians, because they have displaced us.
And almost got what I thought was a hell of a compliment. Can you see immaculate this guy is? He was jealous. So he said to me, Larry, where did you get that shirt? And before I could say where I got it, he says, because I need something for Halloween.
Oh, there's Larry, you're a hard act to follow. You know what?
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Larry, I don't think he's gonna pull off a short Jewish guy at Halloween.
Why not?
Bro, he's a jazz drummer. You'd be amazed what he can do. He can play a paradiddle with a bass player that can't keep time. We got Smith back on his heels now. Rhonda, I'll explain what a paradiddle is later.
Yeah.
It's not as dirty as it sounds.
I'm presently looking it up on Google.
All right. I'm sorry. We got such a cool group, and my buddy David Lowitz, who I love to death, is going to be popping in. So I'll shut up now and let's Robert, you spoke earlier, but I didn't get to what do you do exactly? I mean, I recruit, I train. Jeff Scherer goes into dealerships to make them better. Larkin markets. What do you actually do? So if I can recommend, wait, Jordan Cox just showed up. It's my crew. It's Lethal Sales. Everybody, this is Jordan Cox.
Lethal Sales. What's up, guys?
Hi, Jordan.
Hello.
Jordan works for ASOTUcon. I never seen the guy depressed. He's always excited. He's positive. And I think the little pills they have him on were in the swag. They work, doesn't it?
Yeah, everybody gets one. You get one. So you got Peter on here.
You get a pill, and you get a pill, and you get a pill.
From the inside out. Now this guy these are the guys that put this whole thing together. From the inside out, what are you enjoying? What did you see that you said, man, that came together beautiful?
Well, I think it's always about the people that are like, when you have this many people that are like-minded and they're all about putting customers first and learning to be the best, like the conversations that come from that is like, it's so impactful. And it's not just like one conversation. It's okay, now I know Larry, so I text Larry and now I have that connection and we text each other and like we joke about stuff, but I also learn a lot.
Well, hold on, Jeff Scherer, and I don't want to make you jealous, but you think you and I had fun at dinner in Vegas? Tell them how much fun we had.
Okay, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, like that's really it. I think it's the people and the conversations and connections that come from that. And really, I guess that's why we did our branding that way. More than conversations, more than connections. That's my favorite part.
Then why did you say to me earlier, they pay me to look happy and talk to you? You know, I would never start any trouble.
I guess that, do I get paid more the more I laugh and the more that I smile? Is that how that works?
Do I look like I'm insecure and neurotic about getting laughs here, my brother?
Yes.
He's auditioning for my job. It's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you walking by. And maybe we'll get together more between now and when you
Jordan.
Oh, hold on, Don Graff.
Oh, Don,
Jordan.
man, look, man. Where
What
you
the hell are
been?
you doing? You left me in a lurch.
Yeah,
At the
right.
Train event. We're supposed to be having beers. Where'd you go?
That's right,
I
man.
know you go
You
to
know,
ASOTUcon.
No, Dan, don't get mad at him, Don. He was
He
saving up
leaves
the alcohol.
retail. He was a great
If he was gonna
retail
hang
guy.
with me, he'd need to
Yeah, I
be
was like-
inebriated.
yeah, it's got to go to Larry, right? Don, love to see your face, man. Get you.
How you doing?
Good, man.
That
How's
was a
life
great
been?
video you did that day at the Kane event. Wow,
Well, thanks.
that was funny.
And I got to do it remote too, so that's pretty easy. Cool. So Don, good to see you. Larry, good to see you.
Thank you so much for stopping in, my buddy. I'm sorry about that. I just saw Jordan walking by. He's always in such a good mood.
That guy is so busy. He's incredible. That guy just is working 24.
Oh, and Duran Cage had to run into the main room, but he should be joining us soon, and so should David Lowitz. Oh, Robert, before he
David, I
walked
haven't
over,
talked to David in about a year.
he'll be on. And Robert, just give us a quick 15 seconds because you got a lot of people here that all help each other. What exactly do you do? Just nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts. I've been in the automotive space for 32 years. So
Wait, you said that twice. It sounds like a prison sentence with no
Oh,
parole.
no,
32 years.
just
We'll try to get your early release.
so what do I
Look
do?
familiar, Robert. Where do you work? Where are you from?
So I just left Market Scan Information Systems after a 12.5 year run. As you all, I'm sure, are well aware, S&P Global bought them a year ago in February. And they've made some changes. There's been some structural changes, C-suite changes, strategic changes. And what I can tell you is this, where I'm from and my tenure with that organization, although it was the last 12.5 years, all told, because I left them and came back, I did 20 years with Market Scan. Intimately knew the product line, both the dealer facing and also in one stint, I did a 4-year run with them as the director of strategic accounts, where I was in enterprise. So there's a lot to what I've done in this industry. Love the industry. Not a prison sentence, Larry. Really love it. But I'm out here looking. I had the pleasure of meeting Jeff earlier this week. And he thought it'd be a good idea to come on and just start networking, because I am looking for my next best opportunity, and I'm looking for a win-win where I fit.
Robert, throw your phone number in the chat. Okay, Rhonda will write it down, and I'll reach out to you tonight, tomorrow, or Friday. We like to jump on things right away and make friends. Speaking of friends, we got another primary ASOTU guy. This guy's brilliant. He's my buddy. And musical himself, Chris Reeves. Chris, say hi to everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Oh yeah, it's good to see you. I love this background. That's great. Are you guys? So, oh, sorry, Larry. I'm pushing Larry out of the way here. Hope you're smiling.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah.
Paul insisted in jumping in every damn year.
Hey,
What
there
is
he
going
is.
on, everybody?
One of the hostess with the mostest here. We got my man Paul. Paul, we're grooving. We've already pulled in
tell. I
Sticks
can
Brown
tell.
and Michael Barich and Russell Hill and
Peter Smedley.
Hi, Paul.
Hello.
Good to see you, Paul.
What's up? Hey, Don. Hey, guys. I can see
How you
most people.
doing?
What's up, Michael, Jeff? What's going on? How are you all doing?
We're doing good.
Wishing we were there.
I know. We're wishing you were here too. I mean, you can't be here every year, but we did decide that we're doing it the same week next year. So the week after Mother's Day, just circle it on your calendar now, and then no one has an excuse again.
And come back to Philadelphia, right?
I would love to. Listen, I'm from Philly. And so, I always am looking for an excuse to get back to Philly. The venue just can't accommodate what we want anymore. And but that's one of my favorite memories is to be able to do that in
That's a
Philly.
great place. That was.
Oh my gosh.
Jeff doesn't get it. Jeff, you're from Colorado. He's from Philly. It means he doesn't break for Dallas Cowboy fans.
Hey, but I'll come to Philly and we'll take the train to Baltimore together.
Oh yeah,
It's a really lovely train.
Yeah,
ride.
that's
We're
what I
gonna
heard.
do a few people.
I know. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, it's nice to be with you all. Hope you have a
Thank you,
great
Paul.
meeting. with
Thank you for
Larry.
putting
Good luck
on the
with the
event.
show.
Have a great
And
show,
anything we
man.
can ever do. Anything we do to help you ever.
All
Talk to
right.
you guys.
All right, Chris,
Look
I didn't mean to
forward to it.
interrupt you, Chris.
No, I was just, I'm happy to see so many people gathered up. It's
Thanks.
funny, like in the same way, you know, it's important for us to gather all here in person, like seeing that little conversations like this are happening routinely and frequently and with passion and intentionality. Anybody could have skipped this phone call, but you didn't. And that means you're doing for this industry and for the people that count on it, every single thing we're trying to do here. You know, you're already with us. So
You know, we
keep
do
being
this
you.
every week and we like each other's company and you know, all of us whenever we can. Well, me, I have to be here.
Yeah.
'Cause Larry makes me
And,
here. But you know, we just like coming here and getting together and hearing what everybody's doing and their
That's
opinions
awesome.
on
and,
topics. So join us.
and
Next week is a big
Yeah.
party. Wednesday
I'll
night.
get Larry to send me the 1 year anniversary. That's awesome. I'll get Larry to send me the link.
Yep.
yeah, we appreciate all your content that you put out, Chris. It's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you very much. It's fun to write.
Yep.
I like to put the weird stuff there every now and then. I hope the weird stuff's not too weird. You know.
No, no, no.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get back
Never.
to work. Thank you all so
All right.
much. Be
Thank
blessed
you.
and do well.
Thank you for stopping by. Oops. Just trying to get Larry Roberts' phone number.
Just moving back inside because I ran out of power.
Okay.
Mike Larson, much up to?
You know, about 5'11". You know,
That beats the heck out of me, doesn't it?
I'm so glad I'm on this call, man. It's Larry's putting up some people that I haven't been in contact for a long time. Wanted to ask Michael Barich. I mean, his mind is when he assesses different companies, you know,
like a steel trap.
Yeah, it's like a steel trap, but you know, is it he has a certain agenda in mind, or does he go with the flow, assess things, and then pick out of his library of brain knowledge, hey, this is the fix? And I love to see him every he talks. So Larry, thank you for bringing him on.
Wait a minute. I also have a mind like a steel trap. It's just that in my case, the rust has set in.
Do tell.
Yeah, and you're the only one that couldn't tell. All right, you guys keep talking. I see two guys I'm going to try to snag in. Do your thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Peter, you can talk.
So
We all know that.
He's so shy though. You gotta come out of your shell.
yeah, it's very, very hard for me to actually get out of that shell of mine. It's almost like an M&M. It's got to be crushed before I can get it out. Get out the chocolate. So
Terrible analogy there.
I know. I'm not good at it as good at it as Larry is. I know that. Anyways, so with a couple of real high-tech guys on the call, what do you think of the new visual AI that's out there with Google and with ChatGPT?
Something is changing every single week.
There's so many programs.
Oh my gosh. ChatGPT 4.0. If you go into the Explore GPTs and find a video like legal sales and copy that.
Should be.
And copy that URL and paste it in there, you would get a wealth of information.
Yeah.
It's so cool, but I'm looking at it for the practicality of growing businesses, and that's where our GPT that we're building is focused on. So, but you know, everything is changing every single week.
Every single second, there's something new.
Yeah, we're going to do an episode 2 weeks from now on AI, and I would like you and Jeff and Russell to explain what you do, because I keep hearing you guys are terrific and I don't know what you do. So I'm sure I'm not the only one who doesn't know what you do. So
We're still trying to figure it out too, Mike and I, so, and Russell.
Well,
that's
well,
not
Jeff's
what I hear,
looking.
Jeff.
Jeff's looking for a winning sports team. Mike is crying over the Whalers, and that's and Russell's in Texas, so there's nothing that wins down there.
I knew that was gonna bite me in the back with all the talks that we have, Peter. Yeah, I'm still crying for my Whalers.
And for me, man, the Nuggets are strong.
The Nuggets are going to win again, Jeff.
They're back.
Joke is he's just too strong in the middle.
Amazing.
Too smart,
Amazing.
too strong. Yeah.
And
They're going to win in a Canadian sport. That's nice.
Oh, we're back to Naismith now?
Yep. Name a sport in the United States that actually was invented in the United States.
Baseball.
Beating
Nope.
up Canadians.
First
with a
baseball
2x4.
game, it was in Canada.
So
Well, if you can't hold on to it, Peter, is it our fault?
Yeah, and because the Canadians couldn't do it right.
Right.
No, Canadian. Look at hockey. It's ruled by Canada, even though it's owned by the United States. Just because
It
you guys
was
have
ruled by
money.
Canada. It's
You
now
know,
United States.
It's funny because my wife doesn't follow hockey, and I've been following because Denver had been in it, and she goes, "Why are Canadian teams in there? It's called the National Hockey League."
I like your wife.
Ah.
Zing.
Hey,
No.
Peter, we're still in agreement. I hate the Bruins.
Yeah, well, that's good. I actually sent Sam Bennett some money the other day for hitting Marchand.
And what a hit.
I think Sam Bennett just became an instant millionaire if he isn't at one already, with all the free money he got from that.
They're gonna make it into a meme.
Yeah. Oh, the best thing I saw yet in this year. So on that note, next week on this show is going to be our 1-year anniversary show, and we're handing it over to everybody who's been on our show. We're going to allow you guys to talk. Larry and I are just going to sit on the sidelines and get roasted like Tom Brady. And we're going to take it all in and acknowledge the thankfulness that you've given us over the last year. So I can't wait to hear what you all have to say about us.
Well, she left, but maybe we can talk Brooke Furniss into being Nikki Glazer.
Oh, we're gonna roast. Nice.
Oh, I saw that roast of Alex Baldwin. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, the Brady one was worse.
Oh, I didn't watch Brady's.
Oh my gosh, the live thing was 3 hours, and then Netflix cut it down. They edited some things out, I think, to make it shorter. But man, it went off the rails. But I was belly laughing. I'm still sore from laughing, I think.
Well, we're a lot nicer here at Regal Sales.
Says you.
So Larry, since
Joking.
you're at ASOTUcon, tell us what you're experiencing there.
Well, the interesting thing is the mix of people, and like everything else in life, if you do it enough and you put your heart into it, you make some really good friends and connections. I'm walking in, park my car, and I grab my badge, and the first thing I see is Ian Nethercott talking to Brian Kramer. So of course, Kramer waved me in and said he's going to interview me. You get in here too. So I got to torture Brian Kramer a little bit. That was fun. And then Tana Sidorano came over and he jumped in, and then we're all out. It's just the same old thing. If you're open to people and you're all like-minded, by accident, you're going to learn things and they're going to learn things. What can be better than having a good time and coming away a little bit smarter, a little bit more knowledgeable?
Exactly.
One good thing about our industry is while we tend to get a little clannish, obviously you don't want to, make your next door neighbor who's a car dealer better. We're very willing to share and disseminate information. And I don't know that that's common in all industries, particularly ones as competitive as ours. So just being around a lot of nice, like-minded people, it's the first time I've in face to face, I've gotten to meet Earl Sticks Brown. What a great guy he is. It's always good to see Michael Barich and Russell. You know, I think it's like everything else, Peter. If you go into it with an open mind and you're looking to have some fun and pick up a couple little nuggets, you go away and you thought it was time well spent. Time well spent.
Exactly. I met Earl at NADA this year, and what a gentleman he is.
Couldn't agree with you more.
It's truly exceptional, and he really is putting the people he's engaged with first, and his platform is really unique to the industry, and I'm surprised it hasn't grown throughout the dealership world. It is really it's groundbreaking, if you ask me, when you bring your car in and your cosmetics are already included in your service because you've prepaid for them.
I think you'll agree, Peter, that maybe one of the faults of our industry is we tend to be a little slow to adapt things and to accept things. If you pulled a bunch of general managers together and they'd all document similar problems, right? A process breaking down, lack of a process. But what's the solution? And even if the solution's presented, they don't always seem to want to accept it and grasp it. So I think listen, it's not all that shocking. Peter, I had a guy that was referred to me. We were talking about this a couple of days ago, referred to me, and he said, I heard you can find text. I said, I can. He says, I think you just saved my life. Great. Still haven't heard back from him. This is like, calling 911 and saying, I think I'm having a heart attack, but I want to watch the rest of the game. If I'm still alive, I'll call you. So I don't think that's anything to be shocked by. It just means that we have to be persistent. We have to learn to handle disappointment, because a lot of times it's going to look like every single thing has come together and then it doesn't come together. But that's, listen, we teach salespeople all the time that it's a numbers game, that if you're unbelievably good at sales and you're personable and you talk to 3 people a month, I mean, if you're the greatest there ever was, we're going to sell 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3. But if you're kind of a fair speaker, not great, and maybe you don't have a great sense of humor, but you got 9 kids at home and you got to come home with a paycheck and you drag everybody into the dealership. If you get 20 people in, you're going to outsell the guy that's more talented than him. It's the same thing here. We've got to constantly be reaching out as vendors to as many dealers as we can, put as many ideas out as we can. And we just have to always cling to our resiliency, because it's just the strangest thing on earth. I'm probably like all of you. I'm always in a hurry because my time is so screwed up. Rhonda and I did a road trip on Monday. I drove like a maniac. We took multiple calls. We made all kinds of people put in a position to get hired. And then we shot 6 videos that I think would have taken anybody else a week. We did them in an hour and a half. Your time is limited. We're only here for a short visit. But by the same token, if she says to me, or Peter or Mike Larkin says, you could do this better, I'm in. Mike Larkin just did some stuff for me. I didn't debate it with him. I says, Mike, that looks great. I can't thank you enough. I'm doing it. Maybe, right? It was written by Mac Davis, the guy that did In the Ghetto, and he gave it to Elvis. A little less conversation, a little more action maybe would help once in a while in our business. Like, all right, I'm done discussing it. Let's get this thing on the road. Let's do something even if it's wrong, because to make no decision is to make a decision.
Okay.
That's a
You guys
great.
grab it. I'm getting the call.
That's
After
great.
12
block up
hours
music.
with Larry, and I survived it. I'm stronger than I think.
No, wait a minute. It was not my fault. Nobody could see that nun hiding behind the tree, okay? And I think her last words were, nearer my God to thee. So maybe I helped in an inevitable spiritual awakening.
Yeah. It was fun. We had a good time.
And what is the purpose of showing up if you're not going to have fun?
That's
And if we
exactly
can make
right.
our customers have fun, and our customers can make their customers have fun, and we can perpetuate that this is not going to be an ordeal, that this is really going to be fun and nice and cool, aren't we all going to be better off?
Yeah.
Absolutely, Larry. It's all about the attitude and the mindset, and once we can push that out to others, it just extrapolates from there.
I'm in Baltimore. I don't think you can say extrapolate. It has too many syllables in it.
Oh,
you
come
gonna,
on.
you gonna get
Baltimore's not that
Duran?
bad.
You gonna get Duran in there? I saw him pass by.
He passed by, he gave me a hug, he was going to meet somebody. And David Lowitz and I were working on some stuff together. So I'm expecting both of them to hopefully pop their heads in before 1 p.m. As soon as I see them, you folks will all see them.
David Lowitz is going to be a guest next week on the show, and Duran's a guest tomorrow night. So
Yeah, you won't find two nicer guys than those guys anywhere. I mean anywhere.
You work on any new songs, Larry?
I've written in the last 2 months, I've written 3 new songs, and the coolest thing was I was on a plane ride to Tampa, and I had just finished reading a book on Elvis's '68 comeback special. How tenuous that whole thing was, that the colonel, who did nothing but rip him off and rob him and hurt his career in many ways, wanted him to do a hokey Christmas special, and he wound up doing that iconic thing with the leather jacket and jamming with his guys. So I wrote a song called "Looking for Elvis," and we set it to rockabilly style. So things are popping everywhere, Don. There is no moss growing on your buddy Larry.
Oh.
Don do that.
So you know, Larkin, Don actually came out and saw the band.
Really? Well,
I brought my brother and my daughter.
nice, nice. Larry, there's no dead flies on you, my friend.
No.
And you gave me my new walk-up music.
Got it.
Everybody needs walk-up music.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. And some people could stand some walk away music.
Yeah, right.
Tired of looking at them.
There's a few, and I experienced them today.
Peter's not having a good day. Let's give him some chocolate.
I'm actually having a great day because I get to basically debate with a well-known automotive trainer who I think should be staying at the Graybar Hilton. So I'm having fun with that today.
Okay. I get to, like Russell says.
I just talk amongst yourselves. I'm hunting down to see who's in the periphery here that I get snagged.
Okay. So, weather's kind of crappy here.
Go ahead.
Weather's kind of crappy here.
Nah, it's been in the high 80s in Canada for the last 2 weeks. So
We're having.
Can you join us? Or you tied up with some?
And it's high 80s and high 80s humidity.
8 more minutes. Come on.
So it's not.
Setting
It's
all
not
the fires, Peter.
Yeah, the fires are on the other side of the country right now. So
Are they near where Ian's living?
yeah, right by just down there, a couple 100 miles away from Ian. So
Wait a minute, Peter. I saw the news feed before I got on, and Trudeau has figured out a way to tax fire, so they're actually bringing the fires to your side too. He wants to make sure it doesn't miss any revenue streams.
Oh no, he'll put a carbon tax on it because it's putting carbon in the atmosphere.
By the way, David Lowitz is making his way over.
Yeah, Trudeau is he's a revenue negative prime minister. It means that anybody who lives here has negative revenue.
Rhonda,
Yes.
getting back to the weather. I just finished my 8-year run. I'm sorry, 8-month run on good weather. So I'm in AZ, so we're about to get the bad season.
Right. Well, this is as spring as we've ever gotten in recent memory, because we usually go from winter directly to summer here in Philadelphia.
All right. For anybody that doesn't know, this guy is one of my best friends, and he is the magician at Trade Pending. I present to you David Lowitz. Presented. Now what?
David.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, David.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh,
Yeah,
good
look
to
at Don.
see you.
Don's here. We got Don in
Hey,
the
how
house.
are
Yeah.
you?
Excellent. Yourself, Don? Peter's here. Very nice.
Okay.
Good group. Really good
Yeah.
group. Sorry you guys aren't all here in Baltimore. This place is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like it's rocking out the house that it's so busy. Larry even can't round up people.
Yeah, right? It's tough.
That means it's a hell of an event, and we,
Well, not
we
only
all
that-
wish we could be there.
It's lunchtime right now. Everyone's eating. Everyone's getting their free lunch.
See, I
Yeah.
told you, Larry, you should have bought everybody lunch.
You don't appreciate my closing skills. I got a Jewish guy to skip lunch to talk to us. No, a fat
Skip
Jewish
a
guy
free
nonetheless.
lunch.
And I don't miss too many lunches, guys.
Yeah.
And a
No,
free
but it's-
one too.
It's great to be here and getting to talk to plenty of dealers and share with them some of the new things that we're doing over here at Trade Pending. And it's getting to listen to what they're up to also and hearing some of the challenges that they're facing. So I love these
Yeah.
conferences. Good
And
stuff.
we look forward to seeing you on the show on the room next week. It's going to be
Yep.
an awesome room, and then a couple weeks after that for the video show, which will be incredible as well because we got Brian Ortega and Duran Cage sharing the stage with you on that room. It's going to be a real hoot.
That'll be great. And kudos to you, Peter. I saw that you put out the entire schedule for the whole year.
Yeah.
Not an easy task, but you're a man
Oh.
with a plan and you know what's going on.
Not only that, it's wrangling the guests for that whole year. It's like herding kittens. So
I understand completely. I have trouble just getting a dealer to show up for a Zoom call. So yeah.
So
Great
it's all
stuff.
good. And it's like I liken it to the first year of Entourage. No one wanted to be on the show, and then all of a sudden everyone wanted to be on the show, and you had to disappoint people. So that's where it's at.
The quote you're looking for, Peter, is John F. Kennedy, who said, "Success has 100 fathers and failure is an orphan."
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
Wow.
stick around, Don. You don't know what
That's a
you're
big
missing.
quote.
Wow.
Anything else? Not just it just would have been painful to not have you on. We got in proximity, my buddy.
Yeah, thanks for coming, David. It was a
Absolutely,
pleasure
guys.
seeing you, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Sounds like a plan. We'll talk for a lot longer. I'm going to go back
All
in
right.
there and
Thank
Take
you,
care.
David.
take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of the show. See you there. Thanks. Get your stuff. It's just my computer that I left behind. No big deal.
Okay.
With all his secrets in it.
I thought you were holding stuff hostage to get the people to come to talk to you, Larry.
For a
Yeah,
guy who's
that's
in
a
the
good
tech
idea.
company, he needs his computer.
So
Is
Larry,
there
you didn't get to hear anybody speak, right? You're just running around talking.
No, I'm telling you, I walked in, I picked up my badge. I saw Ian and Brian and jumped in. We interviewed Brian Kramer together. Then Sardona showed up, and then Billy Reynolds. We did a great interview, me and Ian, with Billy Reynolds. What a good guy he is. And then I just figured, let me try to find the crew and tell them I ran into Michael Barich and Russell and had the pleasure to meet Earl Sticks Brown, and just wanted to let them know, And we certainly appreciate all you folks, tuning in from wherever you are and making the adjustment to your schedules. Looking forward to seeing all you guys soon. Next week, as Peter said, it's going to be the anniversary show. So I'm going to attempt to shut up, which is often painful for me, and let everybody else talk and celebrate what nice things you guys have brought in and what great ideas, all the fun we've had.
Absolutely. Next week it's going to be a blockbuster, and there's going to be something that I'm going to push out this weekend that will be an appreciation of everyone. So I want everyone to look forward to seeing that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. We got like a minute or two left. I was hoping Duran would double back, but I know he was like me. He was getting pulled in about 12 different directions. So anybody else have any thoughts or any questions or anything I should be on the lookout for you guys while I'm here?
No, I really appreciate everyone that took their time to jump on board today, and because doing it at noon is a little bit more difficult than doing it at 7 o'clock at night. So thank you for everyone who's joined us today. We look forward to seeing you at a regular time next Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the 1 hour roast. It should be
Peter, I called it a party. What roast? No roast, chocolate.
No free
no
food
beef.
there.
Yeah.
All right. So having said that, we look forward to seeing everyone next week. Thank you for joining us today. And Larry, go and enjoy yourself, do some networking and get us all the more people on the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks-
Stay healthy.
thanks,
Robert, nice to
everybody.
meet you, sir.
Guys,
Take care, guys.
have a great weekend.